sounding exactly like yourself.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a massive technological leap that literally just shattered the global language barrier. We are talking about a true paradigm shift in human history, and we're going to break down exactly what this means for you. Just picture this for a second. Imagine stepping off a plane right into the bustling heart of Tokyo, or walking into a tiny cafe in Paris and instantly conversing with anyone. No hesitation, no frantically flipping through a translation app on your phone, just pure, seamless human connection. Because we're talking about communicating effortlessly in literally any language on Earth. From casual street greetings to deep philosophical conversations, the barrier that has isolated different cultures for millennia is, well, it's simply gone. But here is the absolute craziest part, the piece that feels straight out of a sci-fi movie. You do all of this while sounding exactly like yourself. This tech actually preserves your unique voice, your specific tone, and all your raw emotion. So if you laugh or if you're speaking with urgency, the listener hears all of that, just seamlessly translated into their native tongue. So let's jump right into section 1, the ancient language barrier. 8 billion people disconnected. Now, historically, the stakes of this disconnect have been incredibly painful. We aren't just talking about minor travel hiccups here, we're looking at severe, life-altering friction. Picture a business losing a massive $2 million deal just because crucial negotiation nuances were lost in translation. Or the sheer anxiety of a tourist completely stranded in a foreign city, unable to ask for basic help. Or, honestly, the most heartbreaking one, families separated by borders who literally cannot properly communicate with each other. Which brings us to section 2, our flawed translation past, and why the best we had just wasn't good enough. You already know the drill. The old way was a total masterclass in frustration. You're frantically typing into a screen, holding up your phone, waiting awkwardly for a server to process it, and then listening to this cold, robotic voice spit out a lifeless translation. It was incredibly slow, entirely unnatural, and it completely killed the flow of any real conversation.
All right, moving to section 3, the Gemini 3.5 reveal, the paradigm shift. Enter Google Gemini 3.5 Live Translate. The arrival of this technology is an absolute explosion of energy in the modern world. In an instant, all those clunky, awkward translation methods of the past we just talked about, entirely obsolete. And the immediate scale of this rollout is staggering. 70. The tool instantly supports over 70 different languages right out of the gate. You can map everything from English to Japanese, Spanish to Arabic, or Hindi to French, all in real time. The entire globe just completely opened up. But this is the crucial breakthrough. 0. There is exactly 0 delay. The AI translates back and forth instantly while preserving your exact pacing. You aren't waiting for a computer to catch up anymore. You're just having a naturally flowing, real-time conversation. And like I mentioned earlier, here is the real magic trick. It sounds exactly like you. The person you're talking to hears the live translation as if it were your own voice. Your vocal signature is cloned and adapted on the fly, completely removing that weird feeling of speaking to a machine. Let's look at section 4, real-time in action. 0 friction communication. Now, you might be wondering how complicated this actually is to use. The mechanics are remarkably elegant. There's no app switching, no typing required. You just open the Gemini app, enable the live translate feature, and start speaking naturally. The AI handles the target language output instantly and translates the response back just as fast, operating entirely in the background. The real-world applications for this are virtually endless, completely eliminating friction across every facet of our lives. We are talking about seamless travel, where you navigate local markets like a native, business calls, where global partnerships form effortlessly, crucial medical appointments, where catching a subtle nuance could literally save a life. Even dating across cultures, it's an absolute game changer. Let's zoom out for section 5, unifying the human race, the bigger picture. We are suddenly staring down a reality of business without borders, where an entrepreneur in Brazil can seamlessly pitch an investor in South Korea. We have travel without fear, opening up the most remote corners of the globe. And we have human relationships without communication limits. By solving this problem, Google has, in a very real way, provided the tools to unify the human race. But I want to share a truly wild statistic with you.
99%. By watching this, you are now in the tiny 1% of people who even know this world-changing technology exists right now. The other 99% of the world is still operating under the assumption that the ancient language barrier is firmly in place.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final, profound question to spark your imagination. With the entire world suddenly unlocked and accessible to you, which language would you choose to translate first? Think about the incredible places you could go and the people you could finally talk to. Thanks so much for joining me today, and keep exploring.